So, a round of applause for them.
You are all welcome to school debates as put together by Edu TV Nigeria and Future Lake Model School. Can we please put our hands together for them? Thank you very much. You are all most welcome. This is the age that technology advancement is taking over the whole world. And we are now in the 5th generation, whereby technology has taken over every field of life. And now there is a topic before us this afternoon that we have to deliberate upon. But before I call the contestants, I will have to appreciate the organizers of this program, Edu TV Nigeria and Future Lake Model School. Now, beforehand, let me first of all start by saying this is the age, like what I said earlier on, that we are witnessing advancements in technology. And so to say, there are many devices put into use by our public through every field of relevance or every profession as regards technology advancement. And in actual sense, we have something that has taken over the whole world now. Even a young baby, a baby of yesterday, know what a smartphone means and how to handle it. But I want to take a look at it. The use of handphone or smartphone, is it detrimental to us as students, or it has an advantage that we have to take from it, probably from the usage? And we want to come down to the level of students. The use of smartphone, is it detrimental or beneficial to education advancement? And here with me this afternoon, I would like to call upon the people that will be ruminating or brooding over this topic. And from here, I have with me contestants from Future Lake Model School. Can we please put our hands together for them? You're welcome. You're welcome. I would like to call on Promise Olatunde. She is the chief speaker for Group A. Put your hands together for her. Also, join me in welcome Adebayo Precious. She is the second speaker for Group A. To my left hand is the opposing group, which is Group A, while the supporting group will be Group B, and I will call on the contestants for this group, and join me, welcome Olatiwo Treasure, the first speaker, and Adeniyi Nifemi, the second speaker. You're most welcome. Promise Olatunde is the chief speaker for Group A. She is an SS2 student, and Adebayo Precious is a JS3 student. Also from the Group B, the chief speaker there is Olatiwo. She is an SS2 student, while Adeniyi Nifemi is the second speaker, and he is in SS1. Let's put our hands together for them once more time. To take us further in the course of the program, we cannot but do with our judges, and we are blessed with judges that can never be partial this afternoon. And we want you all to be attentive and at the same time listening so that they can do their work rightly. Can you put your hands together for our own Miss Taiwo? She is the timekeeper for today. Also, we have Mr. Ayola Owojori. He is one of the panel of judges. Also, we have Mr. Faith Odeyemi. To cap it all is our own man from Edu TV and one of the judges to a chief judge, so to say. His name is Mr. Popola. Put your hands together. Now to my contestants and to the whole house, please, we want you to adhere strictly to all the rules guiding this debate this afternoon. The first speaker will be having 5 minutes each, after which we call on the second speaker to mount the stage and speak on the topic they are to talk on. Also, I would like us to know that after the first appearance and the second appearance, to cap it all, we call on the first speakers to round up, after which the judges will now do the justice that they needed to do as regards what they have said. So in vein of this, I want everybody to put mind and soul and spirit together as we join these ones in all the arguments they'll be making, in making sure that today's program is successful. Please put your hands together for that. Now we're calling on the first speaker, Ms. Promise Olatunde. Please.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, respected judges, accurate timekeeper, my worthy opponents, esteemed audience. I am Olatunde Promise, and I'm here to passionately oppose the motion which says the use of smartphone is beneficial to students' academic performance. What is smartphone? Smartphone is a portable computer device that combines both personal computing functions and mobile telephone functions together in one unit. Also, you can say a smartphone is a cellular telephone with an integrated computer and other features not originally associated with web browsing and ability to run software application. I want us to all know that smartphone is a bane of students' life. Not only the smartphone makes students inactive, it's also harmful to our physical and mental well-being. Everywhere, the students use their smartphone, scrolling through social media, wasting away precious time, doing nothing productive. Students especially have become a victim of smartphone, and if nothing is done about it, this smartphone will ruin their life. The use of smartphone these days leads to more activities. There's a lot of inappropriate content on the internet, also known as social media. Students find it difficult to differentiate between fact and fiction. They find this mesmerizing and risk getting misled. The pull of the virtual world is so strong. If students engage themselves in these activities, it will surely show in their academic performance. Secondly, the use of smartphone to cheat. With the use of smartphone, it is now very easy to cheat. Texting is one of the fastest ways for a student to get answers to exam questions in the exam hall. It has become the modern equivalent of note passing. Students put their smartphone on their seats, looking down to view responses while teacher isn't paying attention. With the advent of smartphone, students have now become very lazy. They download homework app to help them out with their homework. All they have to do is scan the problem and the app spit out the answers. Example of such app, we have Photomat and WHP. When the avenue is no longer there for such students to cheat, then the real self of such students will emerge. Thirdly, we have lack of study. With the advent of smartphone, students now find it difficult to study, and as a result of this, their grades are affected and they get distracted from their goals in life, which I think is one of the most dangerous things they can do to themselves. Fifthly, we have addictions to smartphone. The use of smartphone every day can lead to addiction. Smartphone has become a part of students' daily life. Smartphone addiction is called nomophobia. In the mental disorder of this nature, students cannot do without their smartphone. Students cannot even imagine life without their smartphone. When students get addicted to phone, when he or she have the time to study, automatically such a student will be a failure when it comes to academic. Fifthly, we have the use of smartphone to students is a time waster. All what students aim at is to listen to music, watch movies, and other entertainment on their phone, wasting away precious time. I think students should take their time to study so as to leverage their future struggle. According to a meta-analysis research on the effect of smartphone on students, they said smartphone has the negative impact on students' learning and overall academic performance. The meta-analysis also implied that the cognitive skills and ability needed by a student for academic success are negatively affected by the use of smartphone. The meta-analysis also implied that the greater use of smartphone while studying, the greater the negative impact on learning. Finally, the meta-analysis implied that students show a diminished level in learning when they use smartphone. In conclusion, when students use smartphone negatively, they tend to go away from their study, and then as a result of this, there's a tendency to develop interest when it comes to studying. Smartphone is smarter than us to make us addicted to it and then distract us from our study. I hope without any iota of doubt, I've been able to prove to you that smartphone is detrimental and not beneficial to students' academic performance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. She told us that smartphone is so detrimental to students' academic performance. Can we go to Group B? Probably they have anything to say, a contrary opinion to what the chief speaker of Group A have just said. Over to you. Put your hands together for her.
Ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, my aggregate timekeeper, my co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow students. My name is Olatunji, treasurer of Future Link Model School, and I'm here to propose a motion which says, is the use of smartphone beneficial to students' academic performance? First of all, I would like us to understand what a smartphone is. A smartphone is a portable computer device which combines mobile telephone functions and personal computing functions into one unit. These are my reasons for my stand. Firstly, ability to get answers fast. With the use of smartphone, where students are able to get answers fast on topics they don't understand. In some situations, the students may not get enough clarification of subjects or topics he or she has been taught in class. That's why he gets home, research, explore, and discover more or words he or she has not yet been clarified on. Secondly, it enhances learning out of class. With the use of smartphone, you don't need to wear a uniform, sit down in a class before you can learn, or you don't need to learn being limited to the four corners of a classroom. You are able to learn anywhere, any day, and anytime. I'll give you an instance. For example, during the COVID-19, people used online learning. Why was this made possible? Through and trace. If there was no smartphone, how are students able to learn in that period? This is the use of a smartphone. Thirdly, development of talent and skill. Smartphone has widely developed students' talent and skill in such a way that they can learn different skills and even improve their talent. For example, you can learn how to cook, how to bake, how to sew, right there in your room, right there in your house, without even going out to even learn a skill in other places. You can use your smartphone to do it. Example, we have Nicholas Bama. He's a Ghanaian boy, he's 8 years old, and he's the best seller in Amazon. He was able to accomplish this because he knew that he had the talent of writing novels. That's why he used Amazon app in order to improve his talent and skill. What made this possible? Smartphone. Even some of my opponents, their point and why they are able to research more on this is still the same use of smartphone. Fourthly, with the use of smartphone, the use of smartphone in this generation cannot be underestimated because most examination bodies like WAEC and NECO require smartphone for registration operation. What of JAM that in the last few years, they have switched over to 100% digitalized examinations through their ICBT test, which makes them admit students into other institutions for higher learning. Fourthly, it makes them digital native. In the world that we live in today, young children are involved in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. They are involved into diverse ICT products. That's why most children, they know their mom's password. Most children, they know what an smartphone is. And most children, they are able to differentiate what is a smartphone and what is small phone. Now, with the use of smartphone, children are advanced. They think beyond their age. They are able to know and explore the world more. Fifthly, the use of smartphone now is so diverse that 3 out of 4 teenagers now have smartphone. Without smartphone, they are not able to do their assignments well. They are not able to get answers on what they want. They are not really able. And some people grab things easily with the use of smartphone. May I ask you a question? Students or teachers, how many of you limit yourself to textbooks, what you see in textbooks only. You use smartphone through search engines like Google, Chrome, Firefox, etc. to understand better understanding of what you want to teach your students. Now, let me tell you this. I will leave you with this because of the use of smartphone is so beneficial that we can't even say, we can't even, if you want to say a lot, we might not be able to go home. Because of right students here, they are even using smartphone for most of their assignments. Take it or leave it, smartphone is going to take over the world, if not partially, if not totally, but partially. That's why smartphone is beneficial to students' academic performance. With these 3 points of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince you and not to confuse you that the use of smartphone is not only beneficial, but essential to students' academic performance. Thank you.
From what she had just said, she told us that the use of smartphone is beneficial to academic performance. Now, can we go back to Group A from our second speaker to know whether what the chief speaker of Group A, or sorry, rather, of Group B, is really what is obtainable. Put your hands together for her. Adebayo.
Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Adebayo Precious and I'm here to oppose the motion which says the use of smartphone is beneficial to student academic performance. As we all know, whatever have an advantage will surely have a disadvantage. And I'm here to say the disadvantage part of a smartphone. And my point goes thus. One, we all know that smartphone is easily distracted to we students, and this is where my point goes, distraction. The virtual world which you see the use of smartphone is highly distractive. It's not just misleading but also confusing. Students now are so distracted to smartphone to the extent that we cannot even see our academic performance very high. And this is very affecting us very well because if we are low in our academic performance thanks to smartphone, if there is no smartphone in the world, what will happen? If there is no the use of smartphone, like we are not using smartphone in the world, what will students do? Will they still run back to the same smartphone which is not available again, or will they run back to their academic performance which they were doing before? And if we take examples of some of our past leaders and our people, we have people like Nelson Mandela and we have Desmond Tutu. Back then in the world, there was nothing like smartphone to them. And look, they are one of the persons that we can call a role model to us. If they use smartphone back then, you think they will even be part of the people that are speaking, or they are be a model to we young ones? And if ask this question to those people, will you use smartphone or will you focus on your academic performance? Secondly, addiction. Addiction is one of the disadvantages of smartphone. Students can get easily addicted to smartphone. A question, what if a student is easily distracted without smartphone? What if there's no smartphone in their lives? What will happen to them? Will they be distracted, or they will even be less in their academic performance? To me, the use of smartphone is really detrimental to we student academic performance. It's affecting us seriously, like to the extent that when you use smartphone now, you not concentrate on your performance, and we will be wondering why you are low in your academic performance, why you are decreasing, not knowing because you are addicted to students, you are addicted to smartphone. I will know the main thing that can make students pass their academic performance is through the use of physical, mental and social, and if one of it is being reducted or being reduced, it will surely affect our academic performance. Now, smartphone is one of the examples of social one. If our social one is reduced, what will happen to the mental and the physical? It's also part of physical. What will happen to them? Will it be that we students don't get it that smartphone is very detrimental to us, or is it that we think smartphone is helpful? It's not helpful.
What the second speaker said. She said the great African leaders, Desmond Tutu and Nelson Mandela, were great role models and also great African legends. They live without smartphone, and they became a source of inspiration to many of us. From what she has said, let's go back to Group B. Probably, I wouldn't know whether he has any other thing to say as regards what he said. They live in the age where we don't have smartphone. Is she really right that a leader can be born out of technology, yes or no? My second speaker from Group B, put your hands together.
Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Adini Yoluwanifemi. Here are my reasons why smartphones are beneficial to student academic. It helps in sharpening students' learning. Some students find it difficult to grab what they are being taught in class, but once they are with their smartphone, they can easily make research about the topic that are treated in class, jot some point about it, they can screenshot some definitions of what they are being taught in class, they can snap some videos and know all sorts of what they need to know about class. It also helps in doing assignments. Some questions are asked, some questions are given to the student which are not used as examples in the class, and the answer may not be in the textbook. But with the use of their smartphone, they can easily make research about the question and get the answer, and they will know more about the assignment. Restricting students from having access to smartphones is like putting them into darkness. Why? Because they will not know what is happening around them. They will not have wide knowledge about the internet. During the COVID-19 pandemic, all schools were closed down, classes were done online. Students who don't know how to make use of the smartphone won't be able to join classes done online. But students who make use of smartphone, they know that a class is being done online. While registrations and JAMB are also done on computer. Students who don't know how to use smartphone surely will not know how to make use of the computers when he or she gets into the examination. Why? Because he has no idea of any application on it. A smartphone also helps students to think out of the box. Students can get home, make research of what they are being taught in class. They don't need to be limited to the four corners of the class. They don't need to wait till the teacher explains for them. They can read ahead of the class with the use of their smartphone. Most students now, they don't use textbooks, they use their smartphone, because smartphone has made it easier for them to read definitions of things, and the Google has break down definitions of things into simpler definitions. But for them stressing themselves, going to library is another work for them going to the library to look for definition, because those words which are in the dictionary, they are old definition. But the Google brings out new edition of words and definition which are more simpler and able to grab. With this first point of mine, I think I'm able to convince and not to convince you that smartphone is beneficial to student academy.
Thank you. From what I can gather, that students need smartphone for various examinations they needed to take, especially some of these external exams. Now, they have spoken and spoken very well. Now, we'd like to summarize this argument on the last phase by calling upon the chief speaker to come out once and summarize the whole debate in just 1 minute each. Group A, the chief speaker. Put your hands together for her.
Like I made mention the other time, I said, according to meta-analysis, they said the phone that restricting a student from smartphone is like putting him or her in darkness. Are you saying your textbook and library are darkness? In the olden days, they are not smartphone. Are you saying they are in darkness? For example, Wole Soyinka, all the novels he wrote have a smartphone before. Those big grammars, did he search any internet before he got them? Now, they are saying someone should not be restricted to the four corners of the class. If they're not being taught in class, automatically they will not understand what even the smartphone is telling you. Now, students go home and make use of their phone for their homework, not even understanding what the app is telling them to do, not even following instruction. All they do is copying down the answers. I hope with this point of mine, I hope I'm not able to convince you that smartphone is detrimental to academic performance. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's make welcome the first speaker of Group B. Put your hands together for her.
I'm back again to erase all what
opponent said and give you guys the brutal truth. Now, my opponent said that the book and library are they in darkness. How many toy libraries are functioning? The libraries and the textbooks, they are old, they are outdated, and
also most libraries don't allow students to take book home. With the use of smartphone, you can get updated books and you can read your book anytime and anywhere. Through the use of when you're using the library, when you're using library books now, you have to get to the school, read in the school, close the book and keep it back. But with your smartphone, you can read the book anywhere, anytime. Now, we can learn in the class, but don't forget that audio and video bring learning to life. Through smartphone, when you see things, when you hear it, that's why most schools now, some chemistry, some schools they are teaching them chemistry without even showing them how it's being done. They are just giving them things about chemistry without even giving them practicals. With the use of your smartphone, you can browse about it, understand it better, and it keeps you informed. Now, smartphone answers many questions.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Well done. Please, a round of applause for the speakers again.
I want to really congratulate and I want to really say that you are really done very well. It's important for you to know that it's not always very easy to stand on the podium and speak to the people. And I want to commend you. You have full stride to proclaim there are 2 points I want to emphasize on. Please, the first thing is always try to emphasize on your main point. Because when you are speaking to the audience, most of the time the audience will not listen to everything you say. They want to just listen to your point. So try and emphasize on it. Main point, emphasize on it. This is what you are talking about. So that they can be able to understand the message you are passing across. You don't need to sing many words, but make sure that the word that you give to them, let them hear it. And then the second thing is that you are moving around the podium. Don't move. You gesticulate. You express your speech. Express your speech. Look at the way I express myself. I express myself with one hand. So it's not that you'll be moving around. Express yourself. You understand? So when you are speaking, make sure that your words match your expressions. If you are angry, there is an expression of a person that is angry. So make sure you express your words, your speech, and that will give you emphasize and lay down concept in the heart of your audience. And the last thing is, don't speak to yourself. Speak to the audience. In fact, sometimes let them hear their response. In fact, you can ask questions. Just to be able to know that they are listening to you. You are not talking to yourself. You are talking to an audience. So carry them along. It is not you that you are speaking, you are speaking to your audience. You are really done well. It is carried on.
So, a round of applause for them. The judges, we have been able to come up with a score for the 2 group. And for group A, the score is 73. A round of applause. Over 100. So group A scored 73 over 100. And group B, over 100, scored 75.